Over the last few years, I've tested hundreds of OnlyFans marketing tools. This is a list of my favorite ones. Let's get into it. This is a tool that helps you track and discover the best performing OnlyFans marketing videos. On the left-hand side right here, you have a few filters. You can set it for the past 24 hours, the past week, or the past month. And then I can, change it to trending, most views, or lowest followers. Okay, so this way we can instantly see which videos are performing on TikTok. And then if I want to see Instagram, I can just click the Instagram button and again, set the filters right here. I'll just put it on the past month, most views. And now we can see the highest performing Instagram videos over the last 30 days. What I can also do is come to my feeds right here, and these are essentially custom lists that I have created. So if I open this custom list, for example, these are, specific creators that I'm tracking that are not just doing basic thirst trap style videos, but they're actually associated to a particular niche. And so again, I can filter this by the most views over the past month. And now I can see out of all the creators that I'm specifically tracking, which ones are performing the best. So we can see this video right here is in the bushcraft niche. We can see this has 66 million views. This video in the motorcycle niche has 25 million views. This video that is basically a comedy skits or a relationship skits account has 16 million views, and so on. So this way I can see specifically what niches and what specific videos within those niches are performing the best. What I can also do is if I click this button that says by users, it's going to create an individual row for each individual user. And this allows me to see with every single user which one of their videos is performing the best. And so we can see that, for this particular creator, her best performing video over the last 30 days is 300,000 views. This particular creator over the last 30 days, her best video is 389,000, which, by the way, I'll have my affiliate links to all of these tools down in the description below, so you can go ahead and test them out for yourself. So as you know, if you're chatting with your fans on OnlyFans, a lot of times it can be really time consuming and mentally draining to engage with all of the just random small talk conversations and trying to sort of navigate your way into offering pay-per-view and so on. So with this tool, it's essentially going to do all of the thinking for you. For example, if your fan sends you this message right here, it says, "Hey, how are you? My weekend was good. I went hunting with my friend Bill. We got his truck stuck in the mud. It was a hoot, I tell you what." And you don't want to have to sit here and try to come up with a response in a conversation. You can just click this little button right here. It's going to think of a response for you. And now all of a sudden it's wrote me a response right here. I can just click the response and send it. And it's a pretty good response. It says, "Hey, Scotty, that sounds like an adventure. Did you manage to get the truck out?" Okay, now let's say I want to transition into offering some pay-per-view. Well, in this case, I'm going to click this little folder right here. I'm going to go over to my folder of transitions. I'm going to click that, and I'm going to say, "Are you by yourself right now?" with the little smiley face right there. And then after the customer responds, "Oh yes, I'm by myself, I'm bored, blah, blah, whatever." For example, if I open this up again and I click one of the messages that has pay-per-view, we can see that it's already attached the $20 price point. It's already attached the message down here, which for the sake of YouTube, I will have that blurred out. But this literally makes your chatting process so easy and simple. You can do this while you're editing videos. You can do this while you're watching Netflix. And it's just going to remove that mentally draining aspect when it comes to chatting with your fans and having all these different conversations and trying to think of responses for everybody, which if you want to see the step-by-step implementation of how we use this specifically, then be sure to join the OnlyFans Level Up community. The link for that will also be in the description. Repurposing automation is a great way to get additional views. A lot of people don't really take the time to understand or implement this properly, but if you do, you can literally get millions of additional views without any additional work, which is a pretty good deal if you ask me. For example, this is one of our automation flows right here. This TikTok account is where we post organic, original content. However, we also have a repurposing folder where we drop in, clips from our podcast or clips from YouTube, try on haul clips and stuff like that. So if we open up this TikTok account right here, we can sort of see what's going on here. And most of these videos are organic, original posts. However, we can also see that there are clips from the podcast right here. This clip has, 6,000 views. This clip from the podcast has 49,000 views. This clip from the podcast has over 100,000 views. This clip, 14,000, and so on. Now, we can also see on this chart right here that every single video that comes into this TikTok account is automatically reposted to Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook Reels, Twitter, X, YouTube Shorts, and Tumblr. And so all of these accounts right here, we are literally spending zero work to post on all of these additional accounts. And so if I were to open up this Snapchat account, for example, we're gonna see all of those same videos that were on the TikTok account. And over here, we can see, 4,000 views, 9,000, 7,000, 8,000, 10,000, 186,000, 11,000, 15,000, and so on. And so this is generating hundreds of thousands of additional views with zero effort, zero work. This is a tool that you can use to build chatbots on Instagram, on Facebook Messenger, on Telegram, on WhatsApp, and others. For example, if I bring my phone up on the screen right here and I just test preview this flow, it says, starting something new, are we? I'm here to make sure things get interesting. How can I make you smile tonight? I'm gonna say, hi, how are you? It says, oh, I'm doing just fine. Just here to tease and please you. How about you? I'm great. Are you real? So here it says, oh, I'm as real as AI can get, but the real fun happens on my OnlyFans. Care to join me there? So the goal here is not to trick people and try and make them believe that they're actually talking to the real creator. The goal here is to be transparent and just let people know that if they want to talk to the real creator, they need to subscribe to her on OnlyFans. So in this case, I'll say, yes, show me some pics. Okay, so now it says, I only share pics on my Telegram once in a while, but if you want the full experience, you know where to find me. And then it offers a picture with a link to the OnlyFans account right there. So that's just a basic Telegram AI bot, but really anything that you can imagine, you can build it with this tool. It's absolutely phenomenal when it comes to building automation into Instagram, Telegram, Facebook, and so on. This next tool you can use to clone yourself and create an AI version of yourself. As we can see here, this is a pretty accurate AI clone, which I haven't been able to find any other tools that are able to clone this accurately. And this can be useful for creating these types of videos right here. As we can see, this video got 61,000 views, and essentially it's just a slideshow of AI pictures with a little office fantasy story. I'll just play a second of it right here so you can see what I mean.
One of the cups across to you. The simple act seemed to build a small sanctuary around you two, filled with the comforting scent of fresh.
Okay, so you get the idea. And so if you really take the time to master this type of content, then it can potentially drive in a lot of additional views and traffic. This next tool will take your long form videos on YouTube. So if you're someone who's doing, try on hauls and things like that, you can basically take your YouTube videos and turn them into a bunch of short form videos for posting on TikTok or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts and so on. For example, if I take this podcast episode right here, I'm just going to copy the link for this episode. I'm going to bring it into this tool right here. I'm just going to paste the link. And now I can just choose the template that I want. So if I were to just choose this one, for example, and then there's a few other little settings that you can choose right here, like how long you want the clips to be and so on. So as soon as you choose your settings right there, you just come back up and you click Get Clips. So now it's going to take the video and it's going to create a bunch of short form clips. It's going to add captions. It's going to edit everything for me. As we can see, it's estimating it's going to take about 16 minutes. So I'll come back after that. So now it's finished editing the video, and as we can see here, I have a bunch of short form clips that I can use, and I can just take all of these clips and drop them into my Google Drive folder, and they will automatically be posted onto all of the short form platforms. So I'll just play one of the clips real quick so you can see what it looks like. So I feel like nursing is, for whatever reason, more accepting of OnlyFans.
Yeah,
So,
I did ask, when I first started, I reached out to the union rep and I was like,
Okay, so overall, not every clip is going to be perfect, but obviously you can just choose the ones that you want and post those on your short form platforms. All right, the next tool here is for YouTube creators as well. And this is basically going to help you come up with new ideas for your videos. So on the dashboard, it's automatically just gonna give me some ideas, and these ideas are based on my channel. It essentially uses AI to scan my channel and figure out what are, the most trending topics in my niche. And so because I talk about AI and AI animation and AI tools and just all kinds of different stuff, it's recommending that I create a video about mastering AI, secrets of viral content, creating realistic AI influencers, and earning six figures monthly. But generally, if I'm looking for good topics to create videos about, I'm gonna come right over here to the keywords tab. I'm gonna click that, and let's just take a random phrase. I'm gonna type in try-on haul and search that. We can see some information. So if I go to matching terms, we can see that the term try-on haul has 3.8 million searches per month. And I'm gonna sort this by the keywords that are in green, so we can see the keywords that have high search volume and low competition. And now all of a sudden we can see some keywords here: try-on haul squat test, summer try-on haul squat. So again, this is going to show you what people are searching for specifically, because if you were to make a fishnet try-on haul, there are 78,000 or basically 79,000 people per month that are specifically going to YouTube and looking for a fishnet try-on haul video. This tool is going to help you discover all kinds of interesting keywords and topics to create videos like that. So earlier in this video, I showed you a research tool that can basically help you discover and track Instagram videos and TikTok videos. However, that tool sadly does not include YouTube. So for the purpose of YouTube, there is another tool, this one right here, that will essentially help you do the same thing, but this one is specifically designed for YouTube. So right here, I can switch it between long form YouTube videos and shorts on YouTube. And then they already have some different niche categories right here at the top, but you can obviously come to the search bar right here and type in your own, niche or whatever. In this case, I'm just going to click on DIY and see what pops up here. And now all of a sudden I can start scrolling through these videos. But the most important thing is I have these filtered to show me only the best performing shorts, in this case in the DIY niche. Now to set up the filters, I can basically just come right here. In this case, I'm only looking for videos that are performing 10 times better than the channel average. I don't want to see it unless it has at least 45,000 views. And I want to make sure that I'm only looking at relatively small channels. So I don't want to see it if it has any more than 50,000 or so subscribers, because I want to see small channels that are getting high views, because that essentially tells me that those videos are performing really well. And once you have your filters set, just click apply changes. And now again, it's only going to show me these videos that are performing extremely well. So we can see this video is performing 16 times better than the channel average. This one's performing 110 times better than the channel average, and so on. This also functions exactly the same if I were to switch it to YouTube. I have my filters set up right here to make sure that it only shows me videos that are performing extraordinarily well in comparison to the channel average. And finally, I figured this tool was worth mentioning real quick, because this is a huge problem in the OnlyFans industry in terms of people stealing your content and leaking it all over the internet. This tool will basically scan the entire internet, and they're basically going to handle all of the removal of any leaked content that ends up on any sort of websites that you don't want. Overall, it works extremely well, and it's definitely worth having if you are an OnlyFans creator and you don't want your content all over the internet. And the last thing I'll mention on this list is the OnlyFans Level Up community, which is a resource that I've been developing for quite some time that shows our exact process, tools, systems, so that you don't have to basically waste months or years with trial and error. The community is fantastic. Most of the creators that you see on YouTube are already here, and obviously you also get access to the step-by-step instruction on the exact systems and processes that we use. So that's pretty much it for this one. Again, everything that you saw in this video will be linked down in the description below. That's it for now. See you in the next one.